All right, this is a new experiment today. Today I am using my phone, and I wish I could show you how I have my phone set up. It involves rubber bands, shoestrings, a book, and a step stool. I'm telling you, it's really funny. I wish you could see it. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. My hope is that this is a better picture quality and a better sound quality. I don't know. I do know that there will be a little bit of a haze on one side of the picture, but that's because there's a crack in my cell phone. I dropped it while I was walking All right, last this year is a in new the snow, and has a little crack today. Right at the today camera. So that's just the imperfection that will make this. And I wish I could show you. Why don't we start how I have my phone set up? I think it Turkish rugs, Turkish rugs book, and someone told me this that a Turkish rug always has an imperfection in it. I wish you could see it. And the artist that makes the rug, the weaver, will always put an imperfection in the rug so that to emphasize and to remind breathing. I'm sitting on a chair, but you could sit anywhere. You could sit on a floor, on a rug, on a yoga mat, on a couch, on a bed. You can lie down. It doesn't matter. No one can see you. To emphasize and to. But we just start inhaling and exhaling and inhaling and exhaling. And in doing that, we remind ourselves that we are right here, breathing right now, in and out. We're not in a half an hour ago, and we're not in a half an hour from now. We are right here. That's hard for humans to do. So we've developed yoga to trick us to do it by making us watch our breath come in and watch it go out. And really, really, really watch it come in. And really, 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 really watch it go out. And what we'll notice is there's another one about to come in. And it's going to go out again. And it keeps happening. Another one's coming. And it goes out again. We do that a bunch of times. And we have achieved yoga, union of our mind, our body, and our spirit. We've actually done it by breathing in and breathing out. And we can use some of our alpha breaths to trick us into further thinking only of now. And we could start with A. Why not? We could start with our A alpha breath, which is alligator breath. And the alligator has two jaws that open, and so we can open and inhale, and we can exhale and shut, open and inhale, exhale and shut, open and inhale, exhale and shut. That's our alligator breath. Our birthday cake breath is we hold up our candles and we inhale and blow them out. We inhale and blow them out. We inhale and blow them out. We can do birthday cake any speed. Then crocodile breath is similar to alligator, but we open one jaw. Inhale, one open. Exhale, shut. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time, Anya. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. That was our crocodile breath. Now, from my chair, I'm going to even do my dolphin diving. I'm going to dive to swim with the dolphins. And I'm going to do that by inhaling up. And I'm going to exhale over to swim with the dolphins. And I'm going to hang here. Swimming around with the dolphins in my mind. Then I'm going to inhale up. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to swim with the dolphins, exhaling. And I'm going to inhale up. And one more time, I'm going to slowly exhale and swim with the dolphins. Our next breath is E, elevator breath. We can do elevator breath anywhere. That's the cool thing about elevator breath, because you don't even have to move. You can be standing somewhere, walking, sleeping, trying to sleep, baking, swimming, talking on the phone, in a Zoom meeting, and we can elevator breath. We can do it without moving. We can just keep our hands wherever they are and just breathe in our breath up our elevator and exhale our breath down our elevator. Inhale up our elevator. Remember, our elevator's in our belly, and down our elevator. Now let's imagine our elevator is on the tallest building ever. It's on the Washington Monument, which is 555 feet. So let's elevate our breath up our 555-foot elevator. I see a butterfly. So we'll inhale our breath up. I don't know if I can get 555 feet. Then we will exhale our breath all the way to the basement of the Empire State Building. Let's try that again. Picture the tallest building you know. And we're going to inhale up to the top of it. Are you at the top? Then we'll exhale to the basement. Did you get to the basement? I was picturing a building I lived in New York City. It had 8 floors. Okay, now let's try flower breath. F, flower breath. For flower breath, we grab a hold of our favorite flower, whatever it is. It even could be a buttercup or something simple, maybe a honeysuckle. And we inhale the scent, and we exhale it all over, blowing the scent to everybody. Or if you have a dandelion, blowing the seeds everywhere. We inhale this flower, exhale it everywhere. One more time, let's inhale our flower, exhale it everywhere. That was F breath. And now, this is a really good breath for always, but especially today, gratitude breath. For gratitude breath, gratitude is being thankful, gratitude is being grateful. There's so many things we don't have right now. So we think about what we have and what we're grateful for that we have. And even what we're grateful for that we don't have right now, right? Because there are things we don't have right now, but we're still grateful for them. So we pull in what we're grateful for, and we exhale a smile. So we breathe in maybe a person we're grateful for, and exhale them a smile. Maybe we breathe in something we're grateful for, like our class or our teacher or school, even though we don't have it right now the way we want it. We can inhale gratitude for school and exhale everyone a smile. Grateful for school. I am too. And then we can go to our hugging breath. H is for hugging. So we can widen our arms wide in the air, and we hug ourselves with them. We hug all the way around to our shoulders, maybe our shoulder blades, and we breathe with our hug. And out. Breathing in and out. Now let's spread our wings up again. I'm going to stand up so that we can do things with our wings spread apart, like we can dolphin dive now. It all hangs over. That's the way we're hanging over. We're just letting our arms go. We're letting our head go. We're just hanging like a frog suggests. Yoga frog is always a good idea. I have yoga frog right here. Yoga frog is always a good idea when doing yoga. Yoga frog likes to start with mountains. So like our toes or fingers. We grab a hold of the ground with our toes. And then we make sure that our knees are under our shoulders and our head is on our shoulders. Check for that. Then we breathe in and out. All 10 of our fingers shoot energy down to the earth. We grab a hold of our kneecaps and pull them up. We think about our shoulder blades moving toward each other on our back. We breathe in and out. In and out. This is mountain, a very strong pose. Now, what does Yoga Frog do next after mountain? Yoga Frog thinks about sitting in a chair. Now, here's the deal. We might have a chair around, but this kind of yoga chair, we don't use our chair, right? Yoga Frog says, he raises up his arms and he says, I'm going to sit in my chair. I'm going to sit in my chair. I'm going to sit in my chair. Now, looking behind you, chair's not there. Maybe you fall down. Maybe you stay up. Maybe we rise again and try it again. We're going to sit in our chair. We're going to sit in our chair. We're going to sit in our chair. Now, while we're sitting in our pretend imaginary chair, there's other things we can do. Like we can come up onto our toes, raising our heels in the air, and we're balancing on our toes. And maybe we put our hands in front of us or put our arms in front of us to keep ourselves balancing on our toes. Maybe we come back down and we're still in our chair. So maybe we cross a leg over the other. Maybe we cross the other leg over the other. We're still in our chair. Maybe we raise our arms back up. Maybe we come up on one leg in our chair. Maybe we put that down and come up on the other leg in our chair. Maybe we push one leg behind us. Why not? Bring it back up, put it down, raise the other leg up, and push that behind us. So many things we can do in an imaginary chair. Let's see what Yoga Frog suggests next. Star. That's perfect. We go to our yoga star. We were in our chair. Now we spread apart our legs. We spread apart our arms. We're in a 5-pointed star. Let's count our points. We've got 1 point here. We've got the other point here. We've got this point here, and our head is our 5th point. This is our yoga star. Now, yoga stars don't just come from nowhere. Yoga stars are born. So we can go down, down, down. So we can give birth to our star. We are a ball of dirt and gases that is getting really hot. And we can really twinkle our stars. And then our star might shoot. If it shoots, it goes up on 1 point. And then our star can shoot the other way, up on the other point. I love that. Let's shoot again. Let's shoot. Now, while we're up on 1 point, let's move the other points around. Let's bend our knee and our elbows and get the other points to move while we're up on 1 point. Let's try the other side. We'll come up on 1 point in the goddess. So we'll bend our knees. We'll bend our elbows. This is goddess. Don't you feel like a goddess? Now, while we're in goddess, we can also lift up our heels up onto our toes. It's kind of a balance. Let's put them back down. Now let's do pointed star and goddess. Let's see if we can tip over while we're bent. And we come back down. Let's tip the other way while our elbow and knees are bent. There we go. Star. Let's see what Yoga Frog suggests next. Yes. I haven't done this in a long time. Yoga Frog suggests the crescent moon. Great idea, Yoga Frog. So we stand in our mountain, we raise our arms over our head, and we crescent moon ourselves. And as we know, in French, this is called a croissant. Don't we look like a croissant? Then we can come back up, go to the other side, a croissant, croissant. Now let's do it with our breath. Let's inhale up, exhale, croissant. Inhale up, Exhale, croissant. Inhale up. And one more time, let's exhale, croissant. Then we'll come back up. And since we're here, why don't we bend over all the way down and hang there a second while we figure out what Yoga Frog wants from us. Now, Yoga Frog is suggesting a tree. All right, so if we're hanging over, we can come back up with our arms wide apart for tree. Now, tree, like every tree you see and every tree you imagine, they're all different. Every tree is different. Your tree is different from my tree. So we don't try to look like other trees. We just try to be the tree that we are. Now we can stand in our mountain, our strong mountain, and then let's put all our weight in one of our feet by lifting up the other one. You can lift up the knee, we can lift up the foot, we can lift up just the heel and have our toe on the floor, whatever. And we have our weight on one leg. And then we can think about putting that foot somewhere. That foot can go behind us. That foot can go to the side of us. That foot can go to the front of us. Or that foot can go along on our foot, on the other foot, standing on the other foot. Or that foot can go onto the calf. Or that foot can go up beside the thigh. That foot can go anywhere. And wherever you want that foot to be, we can grow our tree. And that foot, the other leg, can be also a branch. There's so many ways to be a tree. And your tree doesn't have to stay still. Why? Why do we need our trees to be still? Trees aren't still outside. They move. They move. They're super pretty when they move. So that is our tree. And you know what? I have a suggestion for your tree. I'm going to turn around so I can show you. One thing you can do is have your branches grow behind you. Why not? Branches can grow behind you in your tree. And why don't, in between our two trees, why don't we dolphin dive? We'll inhale up and we'll exhale over to dive with dolphins and let our tree go. So our tree just rolls off our back. Then we'll exhale back up. No, we'll inhale back up. Exhale down. And let's do our tree on the other side. So I was on this leg before, so now I'm going to put all my weight on this other leg, and I'm going to raise my knee. I'm going to play with putting my foot behind me. There's so many things to do. You can do your own thing. It doesn't matter. We're our own tree. There's so many other yoga poses that really are kind of like tree, right? Like dancer, like like half moon, like warrior three. See how these are all just tree? It's just different shapes of tree. And once we're done with our tree, oh, maybe you wanted to put your branches behind you also for this tree. Once we're done with that tree, we can put our feet down, and why don't we dolphin dive over? And then why don't we let our hips drop down, put our elbows between our knees, and sit for a second in our squat. And then let's dive over again. Push our hips to the sky, inhale up, and exhale. Let's see what. Yoga Frog is suggesting giraffe, also called warrior one. So standing from our mountain, we can just take one step forward. We can bend into our front knee, straighten our back leg, and face our front leg, and then we're up in a giraffe, reaching as high as we can in this giraffe, super high. Maybe even reaching forward in this giraffe. Maybe twisting up, putting one hand down and one hand up in this giraffe. And maybe someone pulls us up. And now, look, we're in Warrior Two because I have one arm over that leg and I have one arm over that leg. That puts me in Warrior Two. Then maybe I straighten this front leg and drop over it and twist up to look at the sky. And I'm in triangle. Triangle. Now I'm going to grab hold of, someone's going to grab hold of my top arm and pull me up. And I'm going to walk my feet together and I'm going to dolphin dive again to let it all go. Let it all go. Let it all go. Let it all go. Swing our arms and our head. Whatever we did, we're going to forget. Let it all go. We're going to bring our arms back up. Inhale up. Exhale. Hands to heart. Now we're going to do that on the other side. Remember the giraffe? We start with giraffe and then we improv a bunch of other stuff, you know? Why not? So this time I'm going to, standing in mountain, I'm going to reach forward with my other leg. In this case, it's my left leg. And I'm a tall giraffe. I'm a very tall giraffe, but my neck as a human is only so tall, so I'm going to make it taller with my arm. Whoops. I'm a tall giraffe, a very tall giraffe. Breathing in and out. Now, maybe I reach forward with my giraffe. Maybe I twist over, putting this arm down and this arm up with my giraffe. Maybe someone grabs a hold of my top arm and pulls me up. And now I'm in Warrior Two with my giraffe. My arm is over this leg. My other arm is over this leg. My hands are over my feet. Warrior Two. Now I'm going to straighten my front leg and reach over it and down. And then look up at the sky, at the ceiling, whatever you're looking at. Looking up toward our top hand. Then someone grabs a hold, pulls me back up. I maybe make both of my feet parallel, like my feet are on the train tracks, opposite, parallel train tracks. And then I'm gonna dolphin dive again. This time as I dolphin dive, I'm gonna reach forward. I'm gonna walk my hands forward so that I go into another downward dog. So I'm gonna walk my hands forward and push my hips into the sky. Walking my hands forward, pushing my hips into the sky. Now let's hop our feet together. Now we're in the other downward dog. You see my downward dog? I can no longer see myself. I hope you can see me. We're going to raise one leg and downward dog. We're going to raise the other leg and downward dog. Now, let's come down on our knees. Let's see if I can see myself. So now I'm on my hands and knees. And I'm going to push into my cat. I'm going to drop into my cow. Because I think this is where we're going next with frog. Aha, yes, perfect. Our yoga frog is going to the hawk's nest. So we're dropping down to our knees, pushing our hips back to our heels, and reaching our arms forward, hawk's nest. The hawk is guarding over the nest, full of eggs, maybe little hatchlings. The hawk is guarding them. Then from our hawk's nest, what we were just doing, the cat and the cow. So we bring our hands, our hips back up. We push up into a cat. We sink into a cow. Now we do that with our breath. We exhale to cat. We inhale to cow. Fill up the cow belly. Push out from the cat belly. Fill up the cow belly with air. Empty the cat belly. We tuck our toes under. We push up the downward dog. The downward dog. We can stretch our leg out behind us. The downward dog never stays still. The downward dog is always moving. Now, let's put our knees back down from the downward dog. We'll put our knees back down. We'll sit on our heels. Sitting on our heels for wolf. I love wolf. So we're just sitting down. I think you can see me. I guess so. We're sitting on our heels. See, my feet are under me. On the top of my feet are on the floor. And I've got my hands in front of me, ready for wolf. A wolf is a very smart animal. A wolf looks over one shoulder. Then she looks over the other shoulder. The wolf is smart. She's not going to make any noise until she knows she's alone. Now let's do it with our breath. Let's do wolf with exhale back over. Now since we're sitting down, let's bring the bottoms of our feet together. And we can hold on to them. We can do butterfly. But I love the turtle because the turtle goes slow. And sometimes I need to be reminded to go slow. Since we're on the floor, let's do the caterpillar. We can even do caterpillar with our feet just like they are in butterfly. Or we can cross them. I'm going to leave them like they are in butterfly just to see how that feels. I'm going to bring my one hand behind me, and I'm going to put this hand on my opposite knee. And I'm going to look behind me. Caterpillar is a twist. I'm going to bring this one now behind me and switch this one to my other knee and look over. It's now a twist. That's caterpillar. Now we can just sit, and since we're almost done, we can think about our, oh, someone just came to our door. We can think about our breath. We left off at hugging breath, and where we can go now is ice breath, I. So our ice breath is when we are completely frozen in ice. We are encased in ice. So nothing is moving. Our head's not moving. Our hands are not moving. The only thing moving is the breath. And the breath maybe makes our belly move. Maybe our breathing makes our shoulders move. Maybe our breathing makes our rib cage move, our ribs. Everyone's different. Everyone breathes differently, but everyone breathes. So we're grateful for breath, and I'm grateful to you, Anya, and to you, everyone who has joined us today for yoga. I hope that my phone worked a little better. Thank you so much, Kathy H. And I will see you tomorrow. Hope you can drop by. I'm now using my phone, so things are a little